Now we're into the rumor mill. Rumor mill, we have... All right, so I put this in confirmations, refutations, because it's very interesting the way Feige says this. So, dealing with Spider-Man 3, Feige has alluded to the rumors, all of the rumors, being true. But it's an illusion. It's allusion, not illusion. An allusion. It's an allusion, not outright confirmation. So he's pretty vague with his vocabulary. I didn't put the exact quote in the notes because I take amazing notes. But the quote is very vague language, so it could leave doors open. It seems like, if you want to believe the rumors, it seems like at least some of that vague vocabulary has to do with the fact that Tobey Maguire still has not signed the contract, so he can't say, yes, everybody is coming back. So, very interesting. Moving into the actual rumors now, we have Chris Evans is rumored to be returning as Captain America. Now, this gets really super murky because literally as I was doing the research on this piece, Chris Evans then comes out and says, rumors that I'm coming back as Captain America, news to me, which leads a lot of people to be, see, he's shooting it down. It's nothing but silly rumors. No, remember, this has happened to us a couple of times, very, very recently. Specifically, I'm thinking of Mads Mikkelsen, but I know there's at least one other one. I'm just not thinking of the names. So just because he's playing dumb means Disney has a lot of money, not necessarily that this is just a silly rumor and should be disregarded outright. So, yes, there is a rumor that Chris will be coming back as Cap to some degree. Now, we know that What If is happening. We also know that they made it very clear that at all costs, they're going to get the original on-screen actors to do the voices for the What If series. So, very likely, that's what I think it's going to be. Now, is he going to be on screen? That's where the speculation comes in. There is one outlet reporting that they're hearing that he's going to have a similar contract to what Robert Downey Jr. had at the end of his contract, whereas he's not going to do another movie, but he is going to have small bit roles or cameos or walk-ons as Cap for another handful of movies before they officially let him go 100%. That one doesn't seem super likely to me. Honestly, the way this plans out, the most logically is the What If cartoon. So, percentage that Chris Evans is going to be revisiting the character of Cap in some fashion, I'm going to say 80% that he is at the very least going to be lending his voice to the What If cartoon. Beyond that, I think the possibilities kind of drop off pretty dramatically. Is he going to be on-screen live action? Possibility for that one, I'm putting it about 40%. It's possible, but not likely. So moving right along, we're talking about Mortal Kombat 11. We have some more data mines. So this actually came out, the first time this was data mined was while we were in the off season, and I didn't really cover it because it wasn't from our regular amazing data mine source, the Thiny. It was from somebody else, and I can't remember because I didn't take the notes because it wasn't for an episode. But Mortal Kombat 11, the Thiny is now data mined in information from the PC version of Mortal Kombat 11 that implies that Fire God Liu Kang and Kronika are going to be playable characters somehow. Kind of sort of Fire God Liu Kang is already, so it's a very strange situation. The shout outs to the dude over at True Underdog Gaming. True Underdog, you probably hit this nail on the head because so the information comes from the actual PC, the code on the PC version. And there's also sound clips of the Raiden announcer voice saying their names, Fire God Liu Kang and Kronika, respectively, like they are playable characters, like they are something that you can select in the select screen. So that heavily implies this too. And then part of the code is that they have tower endings and they have select screen, I believe. Maybe it was a BIOS or something. So there is a lot of code here to imply that this is going to happen. But again, True Underdog called it. I think this is going to be for a new game mode, perhaps a new tower style, and not for anything that you can do as a competitive online play. So you're not going to be able to play as Kronika in Combat League, or Fire God Liu Kang, the OP version of Fire God Liu Kang in Combat League, or really probably even in casual versus. This is probably just going to be an online tower that you're playing against a computer opponent. So the likelihood that... Oh, and there's also the very strange case of the Cyrax and Sektor files. So if you had asked me 2 weeks ago, are we going to get Cyrax and Sektor, I would say, yeah, we're getting them as free DLC, as according to a lot of the rumor action going on. Now it seems that that might not be the case, because their files, because there were files in a data mine a couple of weeks ago, their files have been removed from the game, which is very strange. It's happened before. Joker was one of those. I believe Mileena rather was put in and taken out and then put back in. So it's not to say that they're not coming. It's just that they were there and now they're not. So maybe they're doing something with those files that they planted early and they had to pull them out in order to do it. I don't know, but likelihood that Kronika and Fire God Liu Kang are going to be playable characters to some degree in Mortal Kombat 11, 90%. There is way too much there for that not to be the case. And there's way too much there for it to just be a troll from Mortal Kombat, because they do troll us very, very often. So our next piece of rumor has to do with another video game, and then we have another video game rumor beyond that. So, Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, the Switch edition, which we talked about previously. They just launched a trailer at the beginning of the week. We talked about it in the last episode. It's amazing. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. So in the trailer, there is a grouping of cats, and those cats bear a strange resemblance to playable characters in previous Mario games. Rosalinda, Luigi, so on and so forth. And one of those cats looks like Daisy, who in the Wii U version of this game was not a playable character. Though Rosalinda was, I hear. I don't know, I never played it. But now, because that cat exists, there is a bunch of rumors saying that, oh, Daisy is a secret hidden character. There's really nothing else to go on besides that. But that is relatively strong enough. So as far as percentage that this is legit, you're going to be able to play Daisy as a playable character as a secret playable character in the new Mario game that's coming out very soon. I'll say about 50%. There's nothing really against it, but the evidence for it is fairly weak. So, our next gaming rumor, again, more gaming rumors. This is actually an echo rumor, if you will. So, Grand Theft Auto 6, we talked last episode about the fact that there is a rumor saying that the protagonist is going to be female. And then months ago, there was a rumor that said that we are going to be revisiting Vice City in Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, some of the major news outlets are reporting that this has been confirmed because a leaker who has been very successful in the past, admittedly, but still a leaker, has said that it's going to happen. So it must be true. It's until it comes from Rocksteady or any of the or not Rocksteady. What am I talking about? Rockstar. Until it comes from Rockstar or any of the actual people involved with making the game, it's still a freaking rumor. So the fact that leaker has now come out and said, yes, these rumors that you've heard are correct, gives it a lot more credibility, so we're going to bump it up to about a 75% chance that these both are going to happen. Actually, I'm going to split this in half. 75% chance that we are going to see a female protagonist for the first time in a Grand Theft Auto game. I'm going to put it at 90% that the Vice City thing is correct, because they have kind of started to release artwork that implies we're going to be revisiting Vice City. So, yeah. That's all we've got there. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought. Our final piece of rumor news, and then final piece for the episode, has to do again with the MCU and a new rumored X-Men character getting their own movie. Rogue is the newest character who is rumored to be getting her own movie, and I'm going to say the same thing that I said for Storm. It's possible. Feige has said in no uncertain terms that nothing for the X-Men is currently going forward at all. So is it on somebody's wish list at Marvel Disney? Absolutely, very, very 100% likely that that's the case. Is it actually in motion? No. Rogue getting a solo movie very probably will happen in like 6 years. Right now, not in the cards. So we're putting this at 10% likelihood that Rogue, in the next 2 years, because that's kind of the time frame we're working with right now for Phase 4, 2 to 3 years, Rogue will not be getting her very own movie in that time frame. Beyond that, very likely. Right now, no. So thank you very much. That is the Rumor Mill.